If upgrading the headlights on your 2007 to 2018 JK Wrangler is on your build list, but you want a set that will stand apart from the rest while not breaking the bank, these Raxium Axial Series Spider LED headlights with the Amber DRL, Angel Eye Halo, black housing, and clear lens will be a set to check out. Now, not only will these improve the front end light output if you need better visibility when driving at night compared to your factory lights, but these will drastically switch the styling, creating a unique and more modernized aesthetic to the front end of your build with the white and amber LEDs. Now, this set will feature multiple different functions and notable details, including the outer bright white halo and multiple projector lenses in the middle that will illuminate full amber for the daytime running light. Now, when the headlights are on, however, 6 of the 12 projectors switch back to bright white for the low beam, offering a substantial amount of light output. Now, speaking of the lighting, the LEDs, in addition to the projector lenses, not only will increase the light output, but the beam will be more uniform and more consistent compared to the factory halogens that you may be used to. Now, not only will these be eye-catching when they're on, but the billeted border and the small details within the housing really make it stand apart from the rest. Now, getting into the construction, these are going to have a tough build with an aluminum housing that's not only going to be durable, but good for heat dispersion as well. On the front of the headlight, this will boast a resilient crystal clear polycarbonate lens to protect the LEDs from any lighter impacts when you're off-road or any kick-up on the street. Now, speaking of off-road, you also won't have to worry about any of that trail dust or any moisture getting into the headlights with our IP67 dust and waterproof rating. Now, the kit, as you can see here, is also going to be completely plug and play for an easy, hassle-free install. Now, this set will come in at roughly $200, making this one of your more affordable options on the site. Now, there are a decent amount of headlights in the same price range, but these really stand apart when it comes to the styling, especially with the addition of the Amber DRL and Angel Eye style halo that not many others have. Now, while they may offer similar lighting characteristics as far as the other options are concerned, this set is really going to be unique, making it a great choice if that one-of-a-kind look is what you're going for. Now, install will be plug and play like I mentioned before. It does come with a wiring harness, so I am going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get the job done with some basic hand tools. However, that is going to wrap it up for me. At this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of what the install looks like step by step. So let's jump into it.
Tools used for this install: a clip removal tool, a fuse removal tool, and a Phillips screwdriver. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to install our headlights here on our 14 Wrangler, so let's get started.
So this is a relatively easy install since there's only a few screws that hold these headlights in. However, we do need to remove our stock grille, so we're going to pop our hood open so we can access the plastic retainers that hold that in. So you're going to have 6 of these plastic retainers across the top of your grille. They're really easy to remove. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver to pop up the center and pull the whole thing out. So the top of the grill is free, however, the bottom of the grill is held in with a few metal clips. The way we're going to remove that, we're just going to tug out on that and that whole thing will disconnect. After we do that, we're going to pull this grill away and we'll disconnect our lights. So we're going to turn these till they unlock, let those hang there. Do the same thing for the other side, just turn these till they unlock and we'll pull this grill away. So the next step, we're going to remove the 4 small screws that hold this chrome ring in here, which is holding our light in. We're going to use a T15 Torx to remove those. One thing you want to make sure you do is keep a hand on it while you're removing these screws because it will just fall out on you. So to unplug these, we're going to press back on this red locking tab. Once that's all the way up, we can press down on our release and unplug our light.
So now we have our old headlight out. We're going to start with putting our new one in. First thing we're going to do is we have a wiring harness right here that we're going to run along the front of the vehicle and down to the other light. And what we're going to do with this one is I'm going to tuck this one up into our harness. They do give you some wire ties in the kit that you're able to wire tie this up and make it real nice. Now in our vehicle, because I'm going to be removing this, I'm not going to spend a lot of time running the wires, but I would run it something like this along this wiring harness up along the radiator. I would fish this back here underneath the air intake and drop it down, because we're going to be hooking that up into the fuse box then. Next, we have our new light. And on the back, you're going to see two connectors. One is the red wire, which is going to get hooked to this wire. So now we're going to hook up our anti-flicker box. Just going to be a plug and play deal. And we'll just get it. You might have to move it around just a little bit, just like that, to get it in place. Next, we'll hook up our connector here that's going to connect to our factory harness. Same deal. It's going to be like a plug and play. Push it in, get it started, and we'll now hook up this connector to our factory harness here. Just going to plug it in, push the red clip on, and now we can start feeding all the rest of this into our socket here. And once we get it to that point, we want to hook up the red wire right here. We'll give that a hook up like that. And with them all in place, I'm going to get this settled in, align the tabs up here so everything sits where it's got to go. Sometimes you have to spin it so all the square tabs line up, just like I did there. Now we'll put our ring in place and start our screws. Take my Phillips screwdriver here and get these started. Now we'll start our side one and our bottom one over here. And last, we'll start our bottom one. And now you're going to want to repeat this whole install procedure on the opposite side. So now we're up to the fuse box here. I'm going to just take the lid off and remove the lid. And I'm going to find what I saw in here was M18. Which is down inside here, and then we'll plug the end of this into M18, pull that fuse out, and we'll be able to hook that up to our parking lights. So now what I'm going to do is get in here, take my fuse removal tool here that was in the fuse box, and we're going to pull out this fuse right here, which is 18, and then we're going to plug this into there, push down, get that secure, put our box back on, or cover I should say, pop that in, make sure our wire is down underneath here. So now we're going to put our grill back in place. We're going to re-hook up our turn signal lights here, just push them in, push our red clip in, same on this side. And then put our bottom in first, let our top fall over, tap it in, just like that. Now we'll reinstall our push clips. This one here was a little tricky getting in. That wraps up this review and install of our Axial Spider LED headlights with amber DRL and angel eye halo, black housing, clear lens for 07 to 18 Jeep Wrangler JKs. Thanks for watching, and for all things Wrangler, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.